Exposed. Wow, this is the whole thing right here. This is Andrew Tate giving his tour to it. Let's check this out. $25 million. That's too much money for a house. Oh, yeah. No, Maha, first off, Fruity Pebbles are actually, they count as fruit, so it's fine. If you're worried about making American healthy again, if you have a diet of nothing but Fruity Pebbles and Steak and Shake, you will be one of the healthiest people alive. As long as you don't at any point eat seed oils or acknowledge seed oils exist, you will be fine. Absolutely. And he rides up in his motorcycle. Damn. Now, Angelo's is the place, if I remember correctly, he would go to like every other day, and then at some point someone like brought his tiramisu late or something. And so he's like, that's what I'm saying, we have to burn Angelo's to the ground. It is my favorite place, but we're going to do it. Doing an impression of PBD, you end up being racist against like 9 different ethnicities. Ducati Define. Hey man, do you have a license for that motorcycle?
I'm Patrick Bet-David. Welcome to the great state of Florida. Today I'm going to give you a sneak peek, a private tour.
Man, this is a really in shape guy. It's definitely. Wow. How did you. Okay, so you got an anti-MLM guy who talks about PBD to take down. That's a good point. I am Dougie Jones. That's the same reason Joe Biden and all those campaign videos would just drive to the end of the driveway, and then they made sure to have an intern jump right in front and go, stop. And one time they tried it with a black intern, and Joe Biden was like, don't worry about it. Boom, boom. Ran on. No good. Tell us the story. Okay. Embarrassed disaster during a live. I don't know what you're talking about right now. The only guy with more cringe than Elon. How dare you? Okay. What did you do? What did, so an anti-MLM guy who talks about PBD, and everyone talks about multi-level marketing schemes, and they're like, they're bad. And it's like, well, yeah, but I mean, how many levels do you have? Okay. 1. This has multi-levels, okay?
For the house. Come on in.
Why do you keep your phone in your back pocket? That is psychotic. This is really cool that they got, Windows screensaver music to play.
This gives you a glimpse of what Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay, he started talking about language being co-opted and doublespeak being real and started giving examples. Is this the guy you embarrassed? The MLM guy? Doublespeak is obviously real, okay? For example, anytime someone says DEI, what they actually mean is, of course, we believe in equity. That's the doublespeak. If you say DEI, you actually mean we believe in, being equitable.
Florida looks like. Take a look at this. Unbelievable.
Whoa, that's amazing, dude. Oh shit, we switched over to like a heavier bass. Now we got the rock music going because we're getting real. Is it just me or is anyone else like, I wonder how much it would cost to, Airbnb Patrick Bet-David's house? Why, when he's busy being value-taining, because he's value-taining for like 72 hours to a week at time. Women don't do anything. Women aren't real. When he's being all value-taining and not in the house, he's Airbnb-ing it, okay? Damn right.
I think we are ready. This is
No, he switched into a pink shirt, so I don't know about him too much anymore.
a Four Seasons inspired
Inspired by the Four Seasons. Why doesn't someone start a luxury hotel chain called the Five Seasons? And the tagline is just, it's one more.
property. It took 2.5 years to draw the plan, and then 2.5 years to
2.5 years just to draw up the plan. And it's wild because the plan was just on Cran, in Cran, on a Red Lobster menu. And it just said, big house. What is the 5th season? Of course, everybody knows. It's obviously Swamp Butt season. It happens late August, early September.
build it out.
What? Lead, respect, Tim, respect, I'm, prove, love. What the fuck does this say? Lead, respect, I'm, improve. Took me a second to read that. So The Papa John's online ordering launch video. I don't even know what that's a reference to. And I'm not going to learn. You could tell me, but I'm not going to learn. Look, he has pictures of Abraham Lincoln that appears to be Aubrey Hepburn up there, I guess. Put every word on a different line, Patrick. It makes it much easier to read.
Out, and it feels like a resort. It's a home. It's an entertaining home. It gave me a feeling of both. The first time we saw this, I said, I wanted to kind of hold myself back to my wife. I'm like, listen, we don't act too excited in front of the realtor. I walked out saying, this is our house. I love this place. Anyways,
but wait, if he built it, why is he talking to the realtor? Wouldn't he have already? That is one of the flaws. You're a good point. You're a good point, and you have a good point. Both, really.
Pieces, I got a few art pieces. This is by Peter Tunney. This is custom made specifically for.
Wow, how did he get that custom made? This guy who put this artwork, who definitely got the deal and was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then 24 hours before was like, oh shit, oh fuck, I got to do the thing for the guy.
For me, it's what we stand for as a family: lead, respect, improve, love. Right behind you is a Mr. Brainwash piece over here.
Is that what he did? I don't know. Apparently I don't know the full story of PBD, unlike Lamp, who appears to be his goddamn biographer over here. He knows everything about it. He didn't add anything stupid to it, okay? He goes, get me a painting from that talented guy from Exit the Gift Shop. Banksy? No, Banksy's woke. Mr. Brainwash. The weird French clown who goes, I don't make anything, and never get emotional in front of, for a matter, anyone. If you ever expressed any emotion of any kind, you officially have had gay sex. Congrats.
Here, Mr. Brainwash was a protege of Banksy. Every time he does one of these pieces, I think
Now, he says protege. Others, does anyone know this? Has anyone seen Exit the Gift Shop? It's a great documentary. Exit Through the Gift Shop. It's a great documentary. You should watch it. But the idea is there's this guy named Mr. Brainwash who's like, I sure would like to be Banksy, but with more money. It's pretty good.
Banksy logo somewhere in there. I can't find it in this one, but I love his work. I love what he does.
That's true.
When we entertain, you open this up, you can fit, we've entertained a lot of people. Matter of fact, we're preparing right now for a big party.
First off, he's immediately canceled because he said he entertained them. He did not say he value-tains. This is, well, because he didn't value-tain. It was no values, nor was it movement. It was just entertainment. Okay? He goes up and goes, normally, I like to give value and there is movement. But not here. Not here. It's becoming Arnold Schwarzenegger all of a sudden.
You'll see on the other side of 10 p.m. put together for my birthday party. We can have 100, 200, 300, 500 people here to entertain. On this side.
Movie goes, we can have 500 people here to entertain. 600 people maximum, but 100 of them are just going to be bored. Okay, so he does drink wine. He's not a sober boy. We know that.
The dining room, wine, champagne, drinks, humidor on the other side. I saw this piece here.
Be funny if he keeps, he goes, the house has value. That's a good point. And it entertains. And due to cutting quarters during a lot of the construction, it has movement too. Okay? When you get in bed at night, there might be some rolling around, but that's fine. It's movement. What if he's like, I've got the humidor and I've got the wine fridge. I put my cigars in the wine fridge. I like a cold cigar and I like a very humid wine.
By Mr. Brainwash, when we were in San Francisco, there's so many different things that he has in here. But I fell in love with this piece. On this.
How many times has he changed clothes? That's another thing he brags about. And he goes, I have so much money. I have 7 different outfits. Every day I got a new outfit. Only 6 pairs of underpants though. So Sunday, don't come around. My butt a little smelly.
Side, you'll see a piece by a Brazilian artist. This was a piece I bought in Miami from a art gallery. It's Ayrton Senna and Michael Schumacher, 2 people I respect a lot. His documentary I probably watched 100 times. Matter of fact, she watched this here.
If one of these days I'm going to finally lock down a Patrick Bet David. A Patrick Bet David. All right, where the hell? Oh, we got to his bar right here. Let's look at that. My fucking God, give me money, PBD. I'd love if he gave me money.
Here in a minute, but
PBD, I just want to let you know something. I am an avant-garde artist. Okay, I'm gonna make a painting for you right here. Okay, you're gonna want to put this up. It's a good painting. All right, so I created this for you. Can you see what's on there? It's coming into view. There we go. Maybe a little too bright, but you know, you kind of get it. Yeah. I did this painting for you, PBD. That's going to be $500 million. Please. I'm a punk rock painter.
This area I want to focus on. By the way, you're going to hear that sound nonstop. Boats coming by, they're flying here. First night we bought this place, I sat right here. It was 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a...
I do need a Connect. You give me a minute and we'll connect. And other people are charging. Right? I think it's literally, if you want to like text Patrick Bet David for like 5 minutes, I think it is literally like $10,000 or something, which is very funny. But I'll do that I'll text you for 5 minutes for like $20. Send me 20. I don't give a shit. Text you anything you want. I'll respond to it. I'll read it. Send me pictures of your gaping butthole. I'll judge it.
Cigar. I'm laying out, just looking out and thinking about the last 20 years. Sometimes the best conversations are when you're talking to yourself.
$20, I'll rate whatever you want.
About how life's been, because your life is your life. It was a very interesting moment for me. Anyways, there's a fire pit in the middle, so you can do marshmallow, you can do drinks, you can have a glass of whiskey with cigars, and you're having conversations here. This place I like because
this is called bar, but I don't see a bar. I see that's not what a bar is. A bar is just not where you drink. Okay? If that was the case, then thanks to hobos, every public park would be the goddamn TGI Fridays. Okay? You could just apply to be a Connect mentor? I thought you had to be good friends with, at least Tom. I mean, Vinny, you're top of the list, but at least if you've met Tom at some point. Okay, the gym. We're going to get workout tips from Patrick Bet David. Okay? My workout tips, I love it. I love getting workout tips from people who look like they were healthy during the second Bush administration. Okay?
It's obviously been a big part of my life. Trainer will come here early. We'll have a great workout here. Mm-hmm. One thing you will see is you'll see Lego all over the place in the house.
What?
This has not been opened. The reason why you see this everywhere is because kids, when we go to the store and do...
I thought it was going to be like, because the greatest workout is obviously building Legos. I go in here, I do bicep curls, then I build the Batmobile out of Lego. And he goes, I know, right? And then he goes, not only do I have Legos, Duplos, even better. I'll apply to that. Put that link in the chat. I will apply to be a mentor with Connect. Hell yes. I will tell you how to make money. It's kind of great. I'm going to be like, all right, so you give me only $50. I'm going to give you advice to being rich. Here's the first piece of advice, okay? First piece of advice, you go to the Connect website and sign up to be a mentor. If you can do that, then you can get idiots to send you $50. Get rich. And I wouldn't call that multi-level marketing. I'm marketing and there's different levels I'm on, but like, don't.
This by far.
Okay, this is still in gym. We're talking
month, this Airbnb.
This video is so long, there's another commercial. Also, I did just say Airbnb, and now they're giving me an Airbnb commercial. So, I don't know.
He pays me about $2,700 in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it, and I don't pay any rent. Now, here's the thing. You can actually do this, too. It doesn't even matter where you live.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, as I was saying.
It's my favorite whiskey. I had it once in Houston.
This is in the gym. The bar section, he's outside with no bar. The gym section, he's at his bar. But did you let Adam edit this, Patrick? Patrick BD.
This is rotten apple juice, is what they call it. No, I don't. You should.
When did rich people become the biggest losers? I mean, I agree that he's lost a lot of weight and looks good. But if you're going to sit there and call him a loser, how much money do you have? Okay? All right? Me and Patrick B. David. B stands for Beatrice. Me and Patrick Bet David, we have so much money, okay? Combined together, our net worth is, literally hundreds of millions. Combined together. We have an average of $100 million net worth between the two of us, which is crazy, all right? That's nuts. At no point did one of us have our debit card decline trying to buy a Subway sandwich. It should still be $5. It should still be $5.
Shouldn't like it.
Any $8.75 foot long doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
It was disgusting, but sometimes I punish myself with it. This is my office. It's bright. It's lit up.
So what? He has a drawing of. YouTube won't let me drop a link. YouTube is odd, man. If you send it, first off, I could just literally Google it and find out, but I'm not going to. But if you send it to the Vongina Predicament at gmail.com or put it in the Discord or I don't know, literally whatever the hell you want to do. So there's a lion there. Now, why does he need an office? His job is to be value-taining. It was my fault. Whatever you're referring to, it was definitely my fault.
Do a lot of work here, late night, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Bet David. I'm imagining that's from his children. I guess his children who he demands call Mr. Bet David. Oh, hell yeah. Ladron Timbot is posting in the Discord. Fun stuff. Simple numbers, big profits. American entrepreneur. He has Al Franken's Lying Liars. And the liars who tell. He definitely has read that. The Capitalist Code. Okay.
Everyone's asleep. I'll be here till 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sure.
Working, open the whole thing. I'll hear the water, music, the fish right next to me. But
what is he doing till 1? Again, his job is to appear on Valuetainment, which they don't shoot in his house. I think they shoot in some kind of like bank vault or possibly a abandoned Quiznos. I'm not quite sure where the studio is because I haven't been invited to the show. Patrick, P-Bet David, Bubala, come on. Bring on your boy. That is true. Organizing your books by color is an alpha brain move. And by that, I mean the color of the authors.
I love the way they did the office space. Check this out. An artist makes these things.
What? Oh, Patrick Bet David is buying so much art. It rules. Never trust action. Work. America. Conservative. Play. Fake news.
And it's very different. The artist makes them for both sides. Jerk, fake news, conservative life, all these other things.
What? Okay, so he goes, I have both sides, both conservative and life. It's a little.
But he makes them for both sides. Obviously, this explains to you where I'm at fiscally. This is the club room.
Oh, here's the painting. First, he has a bronze statue of Albert Einstein, which rules so hard. Our artists see this guy coming a mile away. They're like, he is personally responsible for every gay person in Miami being able to afford their rent. He doesn't, if you tell him like all the artists are gay, he goes, no way. Honey, get me the bleach. We have to sanitize the art. They go, Mr. Brainwash is gay. He goes, no, he's just French. Different.
Okay, now that you've seen the club room, let me show you upstairs.
Why?
One cool thing about
He has his little daughter in this. Don't get her involved. Upstairs. Okay. Master bedroom. I just want to see the awesome painting he has. Is it in this one? No. Come scheme and then play. That's how you do it, dude. Okay. Check this out here. Upstairs. Is it in his bedroom? That's his little daughter. PBD. Okay. Why do you got to force your daughter into the family business of valuetaining?
They clean it up one by one, and then they press the button. It goes all the way back up. This over here is a really cool piece. If you look from the angle, it's love, but the way the artist did it, one by one with the people, it spells out love. Over on this side, another piece by Peter Tunney, Forever Young. This is one of his pieces that he makes.
What if his daughter just threw one of the vases on the ground and broke it, and he turns around and goes, "You fine!" and then just immediately cuts to the next thing.
Okay, so now let's take a look at the master
That art looks really good.
bedroom, which, by the way, gotta love the master bedroom. Watch this. 4 seasons.
Gotta love it just conceptually.
You got the view of the ocean.
Honestly, not that big of a bed. Only like 3 across, but it doesn't need to be that big of a bed. Okay, imagine growing up in this house. Yeah, that's a great point. That's true. If you look at it one way, it's love, but if you look at the other way, it's also love. And forever young. Forever young. Yeah, just separate lines, okay? Peter Tunney, you know he was just like, I don't have the time to change the font in Microsoft Word for this art, okay? Mr. Bet D needs it.
Big balcony. My wife will always say that I have more shoes than she does, and I think she's right, but This is the master closet.
Nice. What does that say? Out of all the moms in the world, I'm so glad you're mine. Okay, that's a Mother's Day card. That's sweet. I like that he has, it appears to be a Chanel textbook. Well, you can't really see that because I'm blocking it right now, but whatever.
Like I said, Jennifer always says I have more shoes than she does.
So he said that twice now. My wife is always saying I have more shoes than she does. And additionally, in a completely unrelated note, Jennifer is always saying, and Jennifer's my wife, that I have more shoes than she does. Did I mention I have a lot of shoes? Haha, I am not a homosexual. Look at the love. Love, it only means pussy.
And she is right. I have 4 sections. She's got 2 sections. And we have plenty of clothes, you know, plenty of privacy here.
What? Plenty of privacy. I will not let my daughter see my penis. There's no chance of her ever walking in and seeing my penis outside of when I show her my penis and demand she appreciate it.
Changing, you got all the drawers, you got to have this ready.
And I'm not saying Patrick Bet-David fucks his own children. There's nothing sexual. They just need to see his penis to respect where they came from, okay?
If you don't know what this is, you may
gives
want to
birth
invest in one of
through the head of his penis. That's how that happens.
these, and then you got to have the right things inside. Love the closet. Good size closet. Over here we have the bathroom. And I want to show you something. The bathtub. Can you tell me?
What if he goes, here we have the bathroom. I want to show you something. And then he just takes a shit right there and they see it. It's kind of a small bathtub. It doesn't seem to have a shower either. Does Patrick Bet-David only, or like Patrick Bet-David, hey man, like we have a lot of fun here, but like there's a line. You just cross that line, E. Get it together, okay? That is true. Having a TV in the closet shows solidarity with the working class. That's another example of one of my favorite games, which is what do only rich and poor people have, one of which is a lot of televisions everywhere. You know? He does shower at Gold's Gym. That's all he needs. I could also imagine him that he only does baths, which is should be in jail for.
Where you think the water comes out for the bathtub. Most people cannot figure. You know, is it coming from the side?
Iranians don't shower. That sometimes you're dealt some racism that's outside of what you can deal with. It's kind of like if you think you're good at math and then someone starts talking about trigonometry and you're like, oh, I don't even know. It's possible to be so racist that even I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Also, I have no idea where the water for his bath is going to come out of, but I am curious to find out.
Is it coming from a hole here? Or
what?
comes from the top.
I don't think I would have guessed ceiling. Also, listen to that sound. That's gross. I don't know why that's funny to him. It's sort of an odd joke, but okay.
First time I saw that, I said, that's pretty cool to have it set up this way. But I want to show you the shower.
Okay, so they do have a shower.
You can kind of see this. It's massive. When we take a shower here and it rains, it's so amazing when it rains. And then from this side, when we leave.
That's another both rich and poor person showering in the rain.
You come out here and you have water, privacy.
Honestly, dude, being rich must be cool as hell. Like, I get it. Why rich people are willing to just destroy the entirety of civilization. If someone was like, hey, you can have this entire house, but you know, trans people have to all be put in camps, I'd be like, it's a nice house. Shit. I don't know.
Downstairs,
You're not wrong,
gym, jacuzzi, club room, off.
I mean, I'm presuming that he has a kind of Brita filter. I'm presuming that what he has, it's not regular, plumbing for the water to get there. It is a team of Honduran immigrants who are just taking the Florida water out of the tap, running it through a Brita filter, and then pouring that through the hole in the wall.
Office, that flow, to me, is just right. So at this point of the game, you've seen the back of the house. Now, this is really the backyard. This is where the partying happens.
Now, think of how he does. I thought that, Wrigley. I would imagine he comes out there with his dick out, and he goes, I make my daughter look at it, I make my neighbors look at it too. This is an American penis, born in Iran, but now American. That was becoming Chinese almost. God, why does he have such a hard voice to do? Okay? That is true. Be careful, because if you jack off into the abyss will jack off right back onto you. Now imagine, think about this. Patrick Bet-David has a really cool house that you would murder any minority for just immediately. He's not even that rich. He says he has like a couple $100 million. Like, there are people, he has 200 million. If you have 200 billion, I don't know if you're even in like the top 10 richest people in the world at that point. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not going to look it up. Think of how cool their houses are. Think of how cool Elon Musk's house is. That's definitely a cool place that when you go inside, you go, the vibes here are great.
This is the open space. One of the things that I loved about this house, I believe this is the biggest water frontage home in all of Fort Lauderdale, 810.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that sentence was going to end more impressively. It's the biggest waterfront house in America. No. In Florida. No. In Fort Lauderdale. That's the one.
Feet of water frontage. This whole thing goes all the way around because it's 3 lots. If you like sitting here by the water and just listening to the waves and boats coming,
I do like that.
by, and this sound right here, I'll sit here with my 14-week-old daughter and we'll just listen to it and listen to some music, and then right behind.
And then I throw her in. And if she's not able to climb back, you know, it's kind of a Spartan thing. She wasn't meant for this world.
Us is the cabana. If you had a recording here, you've probably listened to a lot of entertaining conversations. I say sometimes the best podcasts are the ones that are not recorded. I guarantee you some of the best podcasts that's never been.
So this is interesting where he's such a podcast guy, he doesn't know conversations exist. If he has a conversation without recording it, he goes, that was a wild podcast we did. Wild.
Recorded has happened right here, and we'll have friends sit down, conversations, having Monte Cristos, Churchills, whatever you like.
Oh, I thought he was talking about cigars. For a second, I thought he was talking about the sandwiches. I just imagine him and Vinny and Adam just with big Monte Cristo sandwiches.
Cigars here. On this side, we have a miniature golf course. The kids sometimes use, I can't brag about my kids being golfers because their daddy's not that interested in golf, but sometimes they act like they're golfing. They have
the best podcasts are the ones not released, okay? Because the entire time someone goes, hey, what's up? So it's me, I'm Joe Rogan. I'm talking to this guy today. Let me see this right here. Oh my God. So apparently your thing is trying to get your name legally changed to Hitler did nothing wrong. What's the deal, man? And the guy just goes, well, you know, if you think about it, it's really liberals' fault that, you know, and then just never gets dropped. And then Joe Rogan hears that and goes, well, that's like wild, man. It's crazy. Like you can't even talk about that. What's a better impression, Patrick Bet-David or Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan, how's it going? It is me, Patrick Bet-David. Hey, Patrick Bet-David, man. Like, totally, dude. That's crazy. You can't even talk about that.
Haven't picked up the game yet. And like I told you, we have a business event that's taking place today. So we'll have this tent here. I'm going to have around 100 people here tomorrow to do a business function. The following day will be the birthday party. We'll have a couple hundred.
It's PBD doing the Trumpty dance. Now, look at the people behind him. She's having a lot of fun. She is terrified. I don't know what was said to her, if this is a get out situation, but PBD is just vibing hard. And the daughter is definitely like, Mommy, why does Daddy scream that he only wanted boys? Shh, quiet, he might hear you.
People here. So this is a regular entertainer song. We're
Valuetainment. Your best impression is Steve Von Gino. I do. Some days I don't even do that good of a Steve Von Gino. To do Patrick Bet-David, you have to say, what would it take to get you inside this Honda right now? This Honda Accord. What you tell me? You tell me you cannot afford. We get financing. We do good financing. What you gonna do? You gonna not walk out here? That'd be so stupid. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to be powerful, you want to be man who understands business.
Constantly entertaining people here, which I love.
Valuetaining. Patrick.
Again, a great combination of a home and an entertainer's house. And in the back, we have a 165-foot dock where we can probably fit a 150-foot yacht. And I'll show that.
And he clearly owns the yacht. Don't worry about it. It's just not there at the time. It's currently being used by his 14-month-old daughter who's trying to get to Cuba.
To you here next. This is it. And what I love about this space is private. You go out, make a left, go on the intercoastal. You can either go down or go north and head out to Bimini. You can go to Bimini, spend 2 nights with your boat.
What is Brimini? I'm not rich enough to know the word. These people literally have places I don't know about.
Have dinner, lay by the beach, have a good time with friends, get back on the boat, head back out to the house and park it right here. But this is...
You can go there, have a good time with friends. Maybe you have body you need to dispose. Brimini, it's an international water. Don't worry, it's an island. It's the island from Lost. Not the island where they shot Lost, it's the actual island. There's a smoke monster. It'll take the body. It's all good. It is Epstein Island, you are correct. You take this boat, you go to Little St. James. It's good.
It's not often you can find a house with a 165-foot dock.
It's not true. I find houses with 165 feet dock all the time.
You can rent the space out for $10,000 or $15,000 a month because you cannot find it unless if you go to a marina, but we have it in the house, which is a big part of the house. So this tour has come to an end. I've enjoyed...
Oh, thank God. Thank God it's over. Oh, it still has about 30 more seconds. All right, let's let him finish up because at the end he's going to tell you how you can work hard enough to have that house. Not a house like it. How if you eventually earn enough money, you can challenge him to a duel. And if you win, you get his house and, of course, you get Vinny.
Spending time with you. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And there's a couple things I didn't show you. One is a brand new Ferrari I bought, 2021 SF90 Ferrari with 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. That maybe I'll do a separate video. Having said that, I got to go spend time with the family, and you got to get out of here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
I don't need to get out of here. I have nowhere to go, Patrick. I'll stay there as long as you need me to. How to crush your 2022 business plan. I wonder how many people clicked on this video have since then killed themselves. We didn't see the airplane hangar or where's the skate park. That's a great point. If you get invited over there, you just see this. How do you see this? How to become a millionaire in half the time? So what? 6 months? Is that what it is? Normally it's just 1 year. All right, guys, we're having fun. We're at like 2 hours already. Dear Lord, everybody.
Shut up and sit down.